Let me be honest with you. For years, I was spinning my wheels in the gym, and I didn't even know it. For a long time, I trained wrong. I followed the crowd, chasing the pump, convinced that another inch on my arms or a heavier bench press was the secret code I needed to crack. I thought getting huge arms or a massive chest was the key to unlocking that next level of confidence, to earning respect, to being seen. But something didn't add up. The numbers on the bar were going up, and sure, I was getting stronger, but the reactions I was hoping for, they didn't change much. I was just a slightly bigger version of the same guy, still feeling overlooked. I was putting in the hours, but I wasn't building a presence. I was just building muscle, randomly, without a strategy. Then I started paying attention, really paying attention. I stopped just listening to the clanging of weights. I started observing the people who commanded a room without saying a word. It wasn't about sheer size. It was about their silhouette, their structure, their frame. And I realized something simple, but brutal. Not all muscles are created equal when it comes to visual impact. Some muscles change how people see you the moment you walk into a room. They build the architectural frame of your body, and everything else is just decoration. Today, I'm not just going to show you the 5 muscles that studies and real-world observation show women consistently find most attractive. I'm going to give you the exact blueprint to build them. We'll cover the exercises, the form, the common mistakes to avoid, and the exact sets and reps I use to transform my physique from average to athletic. This is the guide I wish I had when I started. First, and arguably most important, the shoulders. Specifically, the lateral deltoids. Wide shoulders are the cornerstone of a powerful physique. They instantly make you look stronger, more confident, and they create that dominant, masculine V shape that looks incredible, even through clothes. This is the single biggest factor in how well your shirts hang. It's the difference between looking like a boy in your dad's clothes and a man who owns his style. When my shoulders grew, everything changed. Clothes fit better. My posture naturally improved because I felt broader, and my presence in any room increased tenfold. So how do we build them? We focus on 3 key movements. First, the dumbbell lateral raise. This is your primary width builder. The mistake everyone makes is going too heavy and using momentum. Drop the ego, pick a lighter weight, keep a slight bend in your elbow, and raise the dumbbells out to your sides, leading with your elbows. Imagine you're pouring 2 jugs of water at the top. Control the negative, the lowering phase, for a 3-second count. Aim for 3 sets of 12-15 reps. Second, the seated dumbbell overhead press. This builds overall shoulder mass and strength. Sitting down removes your ability to cheat with your legs. Press the weights overhead until your arms are straight but not locked, and lower them until the dumbbells are at ear level. Full range of motion is key. 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps. Hit your shoulders 2 to 3 times per week. They are a smaller muscle group and can recover quickly. Consistency here is non-negotiable. Second, the back. Specifically the lats and upper back. If shoulders give you width, a strong back gives you depth and presence. It's silent dominance. A well-developed back makes you look wider from the front, thicker from the side, and taller from behind. It makes you harder to ignore and contributes massively to that V-taper. It's also the foundation of good posture, pulling your shoulders back and opening up your chest. Your go-to exercises are pull-ups and rows. For pull-ups, if you can't do them, start with negative pull-ups or use an assisted machine. Focus on driving your elbows down and back, squeezing your lats. If you can do more than 12, add weight. Aim for 3 sets to failure. For rows, the single-arm dumbbell row is king. It allows for a great stretch and a powerful contraction. Don't jerk the weight. Pull it smoothly towards your hip, keeping your back straight. 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps per arm. The key with all back training is to control the weight and feel the muscle working. Imagine you have an orange between your shoulder blades and you're trying to squeeze the juice out of it on every single rep. Build both thickness and width. Third, the upper chest. Notice I said upper chest. This isn't about building a massive, droopy chest from endless flat benching. It's about being solid. It's about building that shelf of muscle that looks powerful and defined under a t-shirt or a button-down. A strong, developed upper chest changes how you stand and how you move. It squares off your torso and completes the aesthetic frame we're building. Your primary tool here is the incline dumbbell press. Set the bench to a 30-45 degree angle. A higher angle hits the shoulders more, so find the sweet spot. Press the weights up and slightly together, but don't clank them at the top. Focus on squeezing your chest. Lower them slowly for a deep stretch. 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps. Also, incorporate incline push-ups or dips to add volume and hit the muscle from different angles. Full range of motion is non-negotiable. Fourth, arms, but not in the way you think. Yes, arms are often what people notice first, especially in the summer. But the goal isn't just size, it's proportion and definition. Huge arms on a narrow frame look ridiculous, but well-defined athletic arms that complement a wide back and broad shoulders, that's the goal. Remember, the triceps make up 2/3 of your upper arm mass, so don't just do endless bicep curls. For biceps, use incline dumbbell curls. Lying back on an incline bench puts a great stretch on the bicep. Curl with control, twisting your pinky towards the ceiling at the top for a better peak contraction. 3 sets of 10-15 reps. For triceps, dips are fantastic. If you can, use parallel bars. Lower yourself until your shoulders are slightly below your elbows, then press back up forcefully. And don't neglect close grip push-ups. They are a phenomenal tricep builder you can do anywhere. 3 sets to failure on both. Remember, arms are the bonus. The frame is the base. Fifth, and the one that ties it all together, abs. Visible abs signal discipline, health, and control. They are the ultimate indicator that you take care of yourself. But here's the secret. You don't get them from doing 1,000 crunches. Abs are revealed in the kitchen. A low body fat percentage is mandatory. However, you still need to train them to make them pop once your body fat is low enough. They show control. Train them with hanging leg raises to target the lower abs, and cable crunches to add resistance and build blockier, more defined abs. Don't just go through the motions. On every rep, focus on crunching your rib cage towards your pelvis. 3 sets of 15 to 20 reps, twice a week, is plenty. And remember, abs come from consistency in your diet and training, not from shortcuts or magic pills. Now let's put it all together. Before every workout, you need a proper warm-up. 5 to 10 minutes of light cardio to get the blood flowing, followed by dynamic stretches like arm circles and leg swings. This prepares your body for work and helps prevent injury. Here's a sample 3-day split. Day 1, push. Focus on incline press, seated overhead press, dips, and lateral raises. Day 2, pull. Focus on pull-ups, dumbbell rows, and bicep curls. Day 3, full body and core. You can do a lighter full body circuit and finish with hanging leg raises and cable crunches. Rest 1 day in between. The key to growth is progressive overload. Each week, you must do more than you did last week. That could mean adding 5 pounds to the bar, doing 1 more rep, or reducing your rest time. Track your workouts. What gets measured gets managed. And none of this matters without proper nutrition. You can't out-train a bad diet. Focus on whole foods. Prioritize protein. Aim for 1 gram per pound of your target body weight. Eat plenty of vegetables, healthy fats, and complex carbs like sweet potatoes and brown rice. Drink water. It's that simple. Here's the truth. You don't need to train everything equally. You don't need to spend 2 hours in the gym every day. You need to train intelligently. Build your frame first. The shoulders, the back, the upper chest. Build your presence. Build the discipline to execute this plan. Commit to this for 90 days. Don't deviate. Trust the process. In 30 days, you'll feel stronger. In 60 days, you'll see the changes in the mirror. In 90 days, others will see it too. People won't need explanations. They won't need to see your workout log. They'll feel it. They'll see it in the way you carry yourself, the way your clothes fit, the space you occupy. And once they do, there's no going back.